Okay. Trying this a third time. We're back again. Hopefully the stream will not be as twitchy. It kind of does look twitchy. I have no idea why. Like on my actual phone where I'm streaming from, it's not jumping around like that. So I don't know. Part of me is like, I should just do it. Unless the two people who are here now, would you prefer if I tried to stream on YouTube itself? I don't get as much of like a reach on YouTube, but I can still do it. Especially if it will actually live stream properly. So if you want to drop a message in the chat and let me know if you would rather have a smoother stream, hopefully, on YouTube, or if you think, oh no, it's fine, we'll just work it out here. We'll just watch it jumpy. I'm just gonna start drawing, and if it's like horrible to watch, tell me. We'll switch over. I just realized I'm drawing all of this on a layer that I don't want to draw on. So we're gonna cut and paste that. And then move this above that. Oops. Welcome to the stream. If it's jumpy and horrible, let me know. If it's miserable to watch, let me know. We can move this to YouTube. I've already restarted my internet, and the download and upload speeds are normal, so I don't really know what's going on. But if it's like a terrible watch experience, I don't want to necessarily force you guys to watch something that's horrible. Also, Kiffin is doing dishes, so if that's like really loud and annoying, let me know. He could do something else. I told him it would be fine, but I don't know if it actually is fine. So let me know. Oh my. Sammy says, I think it's Twitch. The live words on my end are not in a recognizable language. Yikes. That's not what we want. Sammy also says, I want to do a Toad look because I'm adding Mario World to my collection. Yes, that'd be awesome. She says, I think I'm going to start with Mario and Luigi, though. Sweet. They're pretty good to start with. Are you going to do a look for each of them, or one eye with Mario, one eye with Luigi? Or I guess one half of your face, because you do other things, like on your cheeks and stuff, too. Okay. Now I have to think about how I want him to be positioned. Yeah, I'm gonna move his body more this way. So I want him to be kind of bending down a little bit. And I'll probably round this out around, well, no, I will. How will I? Let's try and do like a 3/4 view. That's too early. Hi, Zane. Sammy says hi, babe. Honey? Sammy says hi.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were talking to me. Hi. Yeah.
Sammy also says, Chris said I need to do a look for each of them. They are pretty iconic. They deserve their own look.
Yeah.
It's too low. It's farther away, it's got to be up higher. And then we've got the, I don't know what to call that. I mean, probably pants, but you know, it's Toad. It kind of looks like a diaper. Sammy says I got inspired by the Mario movie and made a list of characters. I love that. The Mario movie was really good. I really enjoyed that one. It's very nostalgic. It made me want to play all of my Mario games at once, yeah. I love seeing all the, like all the ways they tied in so many different Mario games into that movie. Like Mario Kart and like Luigi's Mansion and some other ones that I can't remember right now. kind of want him to be holding his face. Sammy says they had a Super Mario Galaxy with that super depressing star. Oh, yeah. You know, I saw that on someone's shirt yesterday at the convention, and I was like, that looks so familiar. And you were saying that reminded me that's exactly where it was from. Make this thumb look more like a thumb and less like a something else. I don't know. Thanks. It's a heavy eraser. Bring that finger down a little bit. Sammy says, I love Mario Galaxy, but I suck at it. I suck at most video games, so I get that. I am not an expert video game player. The only things that I can kind of be okay at are like mini games I'm not too bad at, because all it takes is, you know, one little skill. Okay, I will doctor up that. Actually, I want to move it down a little bit. Okay, and that's where his arm is going to come out, so have this come down my elbow. Gosh. Right there. No, that's not long enough. But his arms are so little. It's probably less of an elbow. The elbow is probably way higher. Let's see. Such teeny little arms. I think they're a little bit wider than that, though. Let's erase some things so we can see better. Let's make his arm wider. And I'm going to erase this whole circle because that looks weird to me. Hi, Danny. Good morning. Let's see. Sammy says, I was wondering if you were going to save these drawings and create designs out of them. I absolutely can. A lot of them are in black and white, so... Well, I say a lot. I mean literally all of them. They are all in black and white. So I would probably want to add color. Like this toad design, he has such fun colors. So I would probably... If I were to release it as a design, I would probably add some color. But I will probably have like a question box on my Instagram, like at the end of the month, and be like, hey, are there any designs that you guys are interested in having, like on a t-shirt or a mug or anything like that from Inktober? I can, you know, doctor it up to make them look more colorful. So, you know, and like, you know, maybe have people specify, do you want it in black and white? Because some people might be like, oh no, I want the black and white version. Just so I can get a feel for like what people are interested in. So I don't want to go through the work of making designs out of them and then people are like, oh yeah, no, I don't want any of that. I'm trying to resist the urge to just copy this hand and paste it over here. Because that is the easy way out, and I'm trying to not take the easy way out. If I were drawing this on paper, I could not do that. And I want to get to the point in my art where I can draw on paper and not rely solely on the tools provided by Procreate. And there's nothing wrong with drawing on Procreate. I just want to challenge myself. That ain't it. We're gonna draw the arm first. I think it will help me figure out the angle of the hand I need. Let's see. Yay, love Toad. I love those emotes. Sammy says, yes, I was thinking just add color to them, but I just thought more inventory for more people to love. Yeah. And she says, personally, I want the Ron one with colors. Aw. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of Harry Potter designs. Warner Brothers is a lot more likely to get mad at somebody for drawing a character from any of their IP. So I think that's probably why I don't have very many Harry Potter designs. Because I don't want to get in trouble. I just want to make art. I'll do that and then this. Yeah, that looks better. I have it connect there, and then we'll make the arm wider over here. So it's up higher because Toad has weird little tiny arms. Even this, like, I still feel like it's too far out over here. Sammy, she says buttheads. Oh, that's funny. Frisky Notebook says, hi Becca, hello, welcome. Sammy says the HP fandom belongs to the fans, yes. Danny says, if that's dishwashing going on, can you throw mine in there too? Just, send them via instant mail, however that works. I'm sure Kiffin doesn't mind. He's like, don't speak for me. This arm over here is like really bothering me. If you could tell. Like, I want his hand to be a hand right here that has an arm coming down, but like it's also weird because he's got freaky weird big, also little, like they're like wide but they're also little arms, and they're also much higher than your average arm. I might have to just move along and deal with this once we have more of a structure of the rest of the drawing here to work with. Otherwise, I'll spend forever on this, just trying to figure out how to make it look right. I also kind of wanted his face to be more looking this way a little bit more. I'm probably gonna adjust his hat. His hat. I don't know what this is. His mushroom head. I want it to be down a little bit more. Yeah, we'll deal with that later. Okay, let's draw a toad. I mean another toad. A different toad. A real toad. I just want Toad to run in with his, actually I'll put that under there, with his little toad counterpart, and be like, oh my god, I'm obsessed with you, look how cute you are. I have never drawn a real toad before. Oh, yes, Taylor. Thank you for reminding me. I was like, Frisky Notebook. I know I've seen that name before, but I cannot remember. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad you said that your name was Taylor, because now I know. I know exactly who you are. Yes, his little toad head. Who even knows what that's supposed to be called? Just a head. Toad head. And we gotta make sure that this guy is nice and chonky, because that's how you tell the difference between a toad and a frog. Senior frog. I'm probably gonna end up making him smaller once I'm done drawing, because I don't want the toad to be like huge. Huge toad. I just want him to be chonky toad. I'm gonna have to squish that in. Can already tell. Ribbit. I don't know why I just riveted like that, but you're welcome, I guess. I'm giving you the content y'all truly need. I never thought you'd get. Okay, let's give him some kind of, I know that, you know, there's probably some element of like a spine in a frog, probably. I don't know. Are they invertebrates? I don't even know. It's been too long since biology class. Sammy, are they invertebrates? You would know this. Okay, I'm gonna liquefy this really fast. Whoops. Just squish his little foot in a little more. Actually, reset that. Make this a little bit bigger. They are vertebrates, so spine, yes. I'm keeping some semblance of spine-ish thing here. Oh, they're not cats, they're toads. Toads have eyes like this. I looked up and they went, ooh, line! And I drew it the wrong way. Haha. Just making sure y'all are paying attention, you know. I wanted his little mouth to go up. Yeah, his little mouth is gonna go up. I don't even care if it's inaccurate. Because it's cute to have his little mouth. Okay. I think that's good enough for a loose sketch for both. Now let's turn these blue. Look, my history. Blue, black, blue, black, blue, black. Okay. And whoop. Sammy says there's a professor in my program that uses frogs and toads as his model organism. Interesting. Taylor says I'm posting a reel as I watch, so I feel productive. Yes, I love this multitasking. It's great. I'm excited to see your reel later. Okay. Do I want to do a second sketch or do I want to start inking? That is the question. I actually kind of want to start inking. I know it hasn't even been that long. Like, it's only been like 30 minutes. But technically I started a few times because Twitch was being weird. It's still being weird, and I apologize for that. Hopefully my voice is coming through okay. Yeah, and I'm also going to ink... I'm going to ink this one a little bit thicker because... Oh, you know what? Toad has things on his little toad hat head thing that I should probably draw. We're just gonna go for it. That's a little too big, I think. And just a tiny little hint of something over there. Okay. And this time it's gonna look a little bit different. Nope, don't want that. Okay, I changed my mind. We're gonna sketch one more time. Because I'm gonna end up messing this up if I don't sketch it first. The problem is it kind of like goes behind his head. See, like where his head is right here, it like goes behind. It doesn't just like meet up again right here. So I've got to figure out how to kind of give dimension to that, because I had drawn it incorrectly this whole time. Because it goes behind his head. Which I think also adds to the round feeling. Except that now it's like in his eyeballs. Maybe we'll pull it up a little. Okay, let me see here. How are we doing this over here? Oh, you know what? Let's try that instead. Because what I'm seeing is this. Right? We're all seeing that, right? But it also needs to stay closer to his little eyeballs. So let's do like that. It's like a chef's hat. Sammy says audio is fine. Like I said, I think Twitch is broken. It kicked me out earlier. I mean, I stopped my stream earlier, but I'm sure you know what you're talking about. Never mind. She said, "Oh, Becca, when you're done streaming, I have new makeup ideas to run by you." Ooh, yes, I would love to hear them. I feel like I need to pull it up higher because of the angle. Just a little bit higher on this side, and then lower over here. Is that too far away from his little eyeballs? I feel like without his little red dots, I feel like I'm just like drawing a turban. Or like an afro or something. Let's try making this come down a little bit more because I just want this to be lower. Yeah, I'm really glad I wasn't inking this. Too much guesswork. Yeah, because with his head turned over here, it comes down further on his head than it does over here when he's looking straight on. Okay, I feel more comfortable with that now. One problem is that because of this, I'm gonna have to like figure out how to make this look round, and I don't know how to do that. With just like lines. Inking is not for the faint of heart, y'all. But I'm learning so much. Especially because it's like, it's white. So like, there's not really shadow. I mean, not that there's not shadow. It's just that I don't want to make it look like it's not white where there is shadow. That's gonna come down further, I think. Very not round little spots here. Sammy says, when Chris and I would play Mario Party 7, I was either Toadette or Yoshi, and he'd be Toad or Dry Bones. Aw. I love Toadette. She's so cute. I was Toadette a lot whenever she was an option to play in Mario. I think I used her in Mario Kart a lot. Yeah. And I also love Diddy Kong in Mario Kart. He's probably my favorite. He's got really good handling. Which I don't know if that's, you know, me not being good at video games that made him my favorite. Or if he actually was, you know, the best. Okay, I'm gonna figure out how to do that shading thing later. Obviously, because I need to do it while I'm inking anyways. So, we'll just keep moving forward. Oh, just zoom in a little bit. Why is this so hard? Nope. I was trying to make the fingers a little bit skinnier, but I mean, realistically, he has kind of cute chubby hands, so we're gonna make them. That's too low. Make them chubby little hands. Sammy says Chris loves Diddy. He's my favorite. He's honestly just, I don't know, I think he's really easy to handle, which makes him really easy for me to use. Did you guys do anything fun this weekend? Or do you have any more? Excuse me. Do you guys have any more weekend plans? Because the weekend's not technically over. I have rehearsal today. It's one of the reasons why I'm streaming a little bit earlier than I normally do. I actually want this foot to be further back. Whoa. That is still not what I want. Nope. Undo, redo. There we go. And I think this one needs to be a little bit smaller since it's behind him. Taylor said, I went to a Broadway concert last night with a live orchestra. Ooh, that's awesome. What songs did they do? I'm assuming when you say Broadway concert, they did like a collection of different Broadway songs. I'm a huge musical nerd, so yeah. Anytime anybody wants to talk to me about musicals, please just DM me. I'm here for that. Yeah, that looks better. Alright, let's draw his little face again. I'll try and make these eyes a little less crazy. Oops. Draw the eye first. Taylor says we had Broadway singers come in, Ben Crawford, wow, and sing with our orchestra. Last night was songs by leading men. Very cool. I love that. Were any of them like standout songs to you? Like ones you're like, oh my goodness, this was my favorite one. That's a fun noise. I said that's a fun noise.
Yeah.
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Tongues are always really weird to draw. So I'm not going to do it. Oh, wow. The auto mod. Oh, that's funny. Taylor said Ben Crawford sang If I Can't Love Her from Beauty and the Beast. It's a beautiful song. Ben and Ted Keegan also sang a gorgeous duet of Music of the Night. Love that song. Such an unforgettable, magical moment that'll stay with me forever. That's awesome. What an experience. I'm glad you got to see that. Nope. I also need to go ahead and make this toad smaller. Whoa. How many toes does he have? I only really see 2. Probably has 3 though. Well, just draw 2 little toad toes. Oops, lost track of where I was going. Probably has more of a elbow there. Yes, he does. It's actually not even the right angle at all. Yeah. Still not perfect, but better. Sammy says they usually have 3 or 4 toes. I can only see 2 in this picture, so I'm just gonna go for 2. And I'm gonna move this this little elbow joint thing in a little bit. Make that look a little bit more realistic. And we're also gonna do this little number because his arm is in front of his belly. Okay. That is not the right one. Sammy said, last time Ben was here for a concert, he sang Soliloquy from Carousel, and I still remember it. That performance imprinted on my soul, truly. Aw. It's amazing what musical theater can do, and just like the talent of people. Yeah, it's insane. Ben Crawford was the last principal Phantom on Broadway, and Ted Keegan had been in and out of the Broadway production since literally the year I was born, and was still covering the Phantom up until closing. That's so cool. seeing them sing together was something special. I can imagine that. That sounds like the dream. How does this eye even like? Ew. The closer you get, the less appealing that toad looks. I'm gonna erase the eye for now. Oops. The like the inner part of the eye. I'll just leave that outline. And once I get to the inking stage, I'm gonna start doing more like details and stuff. I don't want to do it in this stage. Let me give Toad the rest of his little outfit here. Okay, now I'm going to actually select both of those layers. Not what I wanted to do. Yes, that one. Okay. I make my little toad smaller. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okie dokie, time to make this blue. Actually, let me turn off this. Now it is time to make this blue. Whoa. And now I am going to ink. It is time for the inking. And this is definitely going to look very thick. I don't want it to look like that much. And it's going to look thick, and I say that it's going to look thick on over here because I made him smaller. It's not going to look quite as thick on Toad. Well, I say that, but I am drawing a Toad. It's not going to look quite as thick on the Toad from Mario. But I wanted this one to be thicker because the kind of like cartoony style of Mario gives me thick line vibes, you know? Taylor says I'm going to see some shows in New York next week when I'm in town for New York Comic Con. Awesome. Oh my goodness. That's like the dream trip. Comic-Con and seeing Broadway shows. Amazing. I'm so excited for you. Either Sweeney Todd or Kimberly Akimbo for a matinee, and A Beautiful Noise for the evening show. Oh, yay! That makes me so happy for you. Okay, there's our little frog. I will change the brush size to do like details on him later. I'm gonna do Toad's body here. Okay, I'm actually gonna bring that down more. As I'm drawing it, I think I like it better being a little bit lower. Not a ton lower, but just a little bit lower. So now I need to do it this way, or it's gonna mess it up. Does that look weird? That actually kind of looks weird. Maybe if I just pull it away from his face a little bit right here. Okay. Sammy says, I like his eyes. Aw. Yeah, I wanted him to be like enamored with this toad. Taylor says, it looks so cute. Thank you. I'm gonna have to do some erasing over here and over here because they're, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll use that to add dimension to the, or like shading to it. Man, I'm so sorry about the jumping around. I'm like seeing it in the corner of my eye as I'm drawing. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening? No, we're not doing that. Yeah. I might actually make this one smaller just so I can draw it a little bit easier. Actually, that might be okay. I wonder if I move this downwards, if it'll make it look like he's looking down. I'm curious. That is a very unique noise, babe.
Sorry.
Yeah, I like that better. Move his eyes down and then looks like he's looking down. Imagine that. I'm not used to drawing hearts as pupils, so. Okay. Back to the bigger lines. He's got like little creases by his mouth. So cute. I don't think it would come through properly if I did that here. Oh, maybe. That's cute. Never mind. I lied. That's adorable. I'm gonna die. Taylor says, yes, so adorable. Thank you. I did not expect that to do what it did. I was like, oh my god. Does his shoes, they kind of round in a little bit towards the top, but not super much. I'm going to draw this one more time though, because I didn't like exactly how that looked. Yeah, that's better. I need to stop doing that. It's not working. There. Better. Has anybody here been to the new Mario world? That's in, I think, Universal? I commented on someone's video where they went to Mario World and they met Toad. They were so embarrassed that they hugged Toad around his like little body, you know? Because most likely the person in the costume was looking out right here. Which meant that if they were hugging their body, it was, you know, like, oh, that's so embarrassing. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just hugged somebody's crotch, you know. But I'm like, that's what a mascot does. Like, you're literally not even the first person to have done that. I can promise you, there's no need for you to be embarrassed. They fully expect it, and they just are excited to bring you joy. And I say that because I used to be a mascot. But yeah, I commented something to that effect on that video, and it blew up. I was like, oh my god. But it was because the video blew up. It wasn't like anything I said was really important. It was just the video exploded, and then people were looking at the comments, and I had like over 25,000 comments or likes on that one comment. I was like, okay. I was still getting notifications about that comment like 2 months later. But I really want to go to Mario World. It looks really cute. But I want to go to Disney first. I still haven't been to Galaxy's Edge yet. Which, me being the crazy Star Wars fan I am, most people are very surprised when I tell them that. I'm like, listen, I live in Colorado. It's not easy to get there. Okay. I'm gonna turn off that layer and just work on details now. Sammy says, that happens to me whenever I comment on a makeup artist I follow, and I'm still getting notifications from a comment from months ago. Yeah, it's like, I mean, I know it's not me. It's the fact that their video blew up. But I'm like, oh my god, why? Okay, I'm looking at this placement for these dots, and I'm realizing that they are not right. So I'm going to, I think I did those last, right? Back. There we go. I'm gonna turn this layer off again. Sorry, it looks like he's got a little afro. It's very cute. But, so I was kind of mimicking this picture up here. And his head is like tilted backwards, which gives that, it cuts off the top part of the circle. I'm like, what am I saying? But here, if we're looking straight on and his head isn't tilted, then the circle would end up sitting, we would be able to see the whole thing. It would end up sitting probably like somewhere like that. And we'd see a little bit more of this circle and just still a tiny sliver, but it wouldn't be quite so high. I think it would be a little bit lower maybe. Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. And it's probably not gonna be a perfect circle either. Actually, you know what? Let's do this on another layer. Because then I can move things around a lot easier. Having to select anything. Like that. I can just move over now to someplace that makes sense. Like maybe here. Maybe a little bit more over. So we kind of want it above his head. Sorry. Let me move this so you can see easier. And then this guy will be, oof, that's too low. Actually, I want that to be lower, don't I? I think I do. That's also it's not round enough. Oh my goodness gracious, Toad, why do you have to have such complicated little circles on your head? Perspective is rough now. It's hard. Making my life hard, man. What is happening? Why are you not erasing? Oh, I was just too far away. I think that's better. I also want this to be like more long and less tiny. Like I want it to be small, but I don't want it to be small and thick. I want it to be small and tall. Like this. But a little rounder than that. Like that. obviously need to fix that, because that is not pretty. Gonna connect it with the pen and then erase. Yikes, that was too much. Okay, you know what would also help? If I erase with my current brush. Hey, there we go. Because then my lines will be a little bit straighter as I'm erasing. Sammy says, "You're going with me?" Yes, I am. Gonna go to Disney with you. Hopefully. Hopefully soon. We'll see. Taylor says, "I need to go to Galaxy's Edge. It opened right after my last trip, and I haven't been able to get back with the pandemic." Aw. Man. Rotten timing. Yeah, I haven't been to Disney since I was 19 years old, so it's been almost 10 years. It's something I have not budgeted for in the past, and you know, artists don't make a ton of money, so but I am hoping that will change in the near future, and I will be able to go to Disney. Kiffin has never been to Disney ever in his life, so we gotta go for him, mostly. So you can get a little button that says, "First time."
I'd like to do that before I'm 40.
Yes. But once we go once, you're going to be like, all right, we're going to budget for this every year, and we're going to go to Disney all the time. And then when you're 40, you're going to be like, we're going to keep doing this. And when we're 60, you're going to be like, we're going to keep doing this. That's how my sister is. She goes to Disney either every September or like alternating. She'll go in like September one year and then she'll go in May the next year or something like that. But they're like Disney club members or something like that. So they've got like a timeshare there, and makes it really worth all the. If you want to go to Disney a lot, they're like, yeah, definitely do this. It makes it worth it. Sorry, I'm like trying to round this out more. Do you see it twitching?
Yeah, a little bit.
Twitching on Twitch.
A little bit.
I know.
We're pretty much getting our like max internet speed right now. So I don't think that's us.
Yeah, well, they were saying that they're having issues on their end too, which means it's probably Twitch.
Probably Twitch. Gotcha, that makes sense. Dang it, Twitch.
I know. You got one job. Literally streaming. That's all you do. Okay. Goodness. I might just have to go over this one more time and call it good, because I'm not gonna get it exactly how I want it to look, I don't think. Unless I were to literally like erase everything and start over. Actually, that's not good. Okay. Let me catch up here. Taylor said, literally, I was supposed to go back in March of 2020. Yeah, and that definitely didn't happen. Yep. Whew. Sammy says, Taylor, I feel your pain. My bachelorette party was supposed to be in Disneyland, and they closed the parks the week before we were supposed to go. Oof. Oof. You can't get that back, you know? Taylor says, that pain cuts deep. And she says, go for Kiffin and no other reason. Yeah. I mean, we're going to go to Galaxy's Edge and probably buy the entire park. But that's why we haven't gone yet. I think it's because we want to be able to buy everything. We don't want to go and be like, sorry. We can only buy, like, one little plushie and then we have to come home because we spent all our money getting here. Sammy says, oh, I cried. They kindly refunded all of our money, which is so nice. That is very, very nice. I feel like everybody during the pandemic was like, yeah, obviously you want a refund. we're like, I got a bunch of travel refunds because we were going to go to Mexico right before, or like in the year that COVID happened. And so we'd already bought our tickets and stuff, and then COVID happened. It was like, oh, could we get our stuff back? And they, you know, I think they gave us like vouchers. It wasn't like, here's a refund. But I was honestly, forgot I put that on a separate layer. I was honestly okay with it because we ended up using them in the future. So, and it made it feel like our trip was free. You know, like, oh, we're gonna travel here, and guess what? We don't have to pay for any of it because we have travel vouchers. I can't remember where we ended up going. Does that look weird? Yeah, that sure does. It looks okay on this side to like trim his face, but not on the other side. Oops. Did I mess that up? No. Okay. We'll try to trim this side down. Actually, I don't know if I like that. I might just leave it, honestly, because it kind of gives it a little bit of like depth over there. I also kind of want his chin to be a little bit more rounded, which is me being picky. Again, always nitpicking everything. Wow, that actually went like really well. Sammy says, Kiffin, you're coming with Chris and Becca and I. Yep. I would never leave him behind, especially if we were going to Disney. She also says we go almost every year. Yeah, that would be the dream. Danny says, gonna order Panda Express. Y'all want anything? Kiffin loves Panda Express. I'm sure he would love some orange chicken. Okay. let's put some detail onto our little toady guy. I'm gonna move this down closer to the toad so I don't have to zoom out so far. I'm still on the right layer there, yeah. Okay. And this one I want to make sure I have the lower ink brush on. Does that look weird? Yeah, I think it does. Just looks like a bored human frog. Just gonna put a little line in here. Yeah, that looks fine. Nope. Sammy says, I'm eating Halloween candy. My sweet tooth is awful right now. Someone come eat this candy. Yeah, we actually need to buy some Halloween candy pretty soon. Before all we have left to choose from is like Brock's candy corn. We try to get candy that we actually like, because if there's any left over, if like not enough trick-or-treaters come, like we would prefer to eat candy we like instead of have candy that's like gross in our house that we're trying to get rid of and pawn off on people, or waste our money on it. Because we don't really keep candy in the house as much. I mean, we have Reese's in the house because we put that in ice cream often, but other than that, and we don't really eat them like by themselves. We only eat them in ice cream. So yeah, But around Halloween, we kind of splurge a little bit. I just realized his leg was a little, too far away. Oh, hello, Bran. Good morning. Well, afternoon here for me. It's almost 2. That's funny. Taylor says, I love buying Halloween candy on November 1st. Oh, smart. Sometimes it depends on the year. Sometimes there's not any left, like, of good stuff. Bran says, lots of people take leftover trick-or-treat candy to my office. If I had an office to take it to. But I also do like candy, so I don't mind splurging a little bit. I don't like not working with color. I really don't. It's like okay, but like I want to make this toad have like really obvious little spots and dimensions, and I'm sure there's a way I could do this like all in black and white and like, you know, gradients of gray and stuff, but like to me this just feels very bleh. I want color. I need color in my life. I feel like I'm drawing cow spots on a toad. Actually, let me make that one size bigger, and then the dots will look bigger. I'm gonna add more dots, because why not? And then more tiny dots for these legs back here. And then bigger dots. Again, actually even bigger. We're gonna go big, y'all. Oh. The dots up here are gonna be bigger. Maybe that's how we give him some texture and dimension, is by just doing different size dots. Yeah, that already looks better. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's our dotted, spotted, cute little toad. And I'm not going to do anything on his little face. We're going to let that be where it is. I'll move this back up out of the way. And for Toad, I know that, actually let me merge these. I know that those are red, But I'm making them black because it's black and white. And I can't make the white part black, right? And we'll do this black. And we'll do his shoes black. This is very silly. Also, I have determined that I don't like drawing in black and white. I need color in my life. We are gonna call it quits right there because we're getting close to the 2-hour mark. I know it doesn't say so on the stream, but we had technical difficulties earlier, so I am running out of my 2 hours of time. Let's do that, and we'll make a new layer, change this to my Studio Pen Soft, and then I'm gonna assign this somewhere. Where am I gonna assign this? You know what, let's just sign it and then we'll move it around. Let's not sign it like a slob. Okay. I don't want it to be like too far to the side because then it's gonna get lost over there. Maybe I'll do it above the toad right there. No, that's weird. I'm gonna do it right here. And then I'll do another layer where I write what's today? The 8th? Day 8. Toad. I actually don't like toad right there at all. That's too far away. And that needs to be more down. Toad. Why can't a D just look normal? There. That's okay. We're gonna go with that. Except I hate it, but whatever. It's too small now. I swear. I just need to get over myself. That's what I need to do. There. Okay. There it is. Ta-da! Okay, let's see. Let me catch up on some comments here. Sorry, I just realized I made it too small for you guys to really see. Let's see. Taylor says, also depends on where you live, too. You have more options in larger cities, I find, for unsold candy. Gotcha. Yeah. I think for us, it depends on the year, because I've found some, like, good stuff some years, and then other stuff, I've been like, oh, yeah, I'm going to wait, and then there's nothing, so. Sammy says, I buy enough candy during Halloween and Christmas to last almost all year. I do, too. I honestly make it last a really long time. Brand says, I need color in my life. Reminds me reminds of the I Wish Everyone Were the Same Fairly Odd Parents episode where everything became grayscale. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Taylor says, I love it. It's adorable. Thank you. I want to redraw it, but with color. Because I think it would be way cuter if it was in color. But that is future Becca's problem. Hi, do you want to say goodbye? Come here. Say goodbye. Say bye, friends. You can like barely see his face. Yep, see you guys tomorrow. I will stream probably midday tomorrow. Well, either morning or midday for me, which would be midday or afternoon for anybody on the East Coast. So, all right. Thank you. I will enjoy my rehearsal. It's our last day of tech, so I'm excited to see how the show comes together. All right. See you guys later. Bye-bye.